welcome back to Blog Fix Friday. Blog Fix Friday is my Friday vlog where I share a tip or a trick to help your blogging life and hopefully make things easier. Now, I've heard a lot of people mentioning recently, and I actually sent out my VIP newsletter and asked people what their biggest issue was with their blog and what they needed help with most. And the vast majority of people needed to know about monetization, about making money from their blog and how you do that. So I thought today I'd just outline the main areas and the main ways that you can make money from your blog. So most of the time a blogger will not make a full-time income from one thing alone. Quite often we have to earn from multiple income streams in order to make up what would be a full-time income or enough to support ourselves. So I've written down a list, as you all know how brilliant my memory is, of all the ways. Do you like my pen? It's cool, isn't it? Someone bought that for me. I just love it. Anyway, all of the ways in which you can make money from your blog, and I probably haven't actually covered everything. There's probably a blogger out there that makes money in a different way, and all power to them, but these are probably the main ways most people make money from their blogs. So first of all is the one that probably I would say most people know about, and that's sponsored posts. Sponsored posts are when a brand give you some money in order to write about their brand. So it might be carpets, or it could be anything. Any brand would approach you and say, I want you to write and highlight our brand and we'll give you X amount of money. And that's fine, that's a sponsored post. Some people do accept money for links, so that's just where they might say, I don't want a whole post about my brand, but I want a link in, and that's it's frowned upon by Google because they're only doing it to boost their site up the search engine. Some bloggers do, some bloggers don't, but that's another way some people do sometimes make money from their blog. You could also, some people do charge for reviews, so I don't charge for reviews, but I say there's a minimum of £50 worth of products, and I only review products that we actually want or I think would be useful, because otherwise we just end up with a load of stuff in the house that we don't really want. It's taken a lot of time producing the review and taking the photos. So I've started to become much stricter now, and I only do reviews for things that I really want. Otherwise I send them an email back saying I'm afraid I can't review this because it's under my lower limit, but I'll happily work with you on sponsored content. And that's what happens mainly for things like apps as well. I mean, if it's a free app and they want you to review it, there's no benefit to you, is there? Because it's a free app, you could just get the app for free and not bother about writing the review. So I always think about things like that. Is there any benefit? So going to an event and covering it on your blog, but the event's a free event, if you're not getting paid to go, or there's no perk somewhere, then just go and don't write about it on your blog. So that's something to bear in mind. There's also advertising. So there's traditional advertising of display adverts in your sidebar, so that might be an arrangement with a company. You might work with an ad network that want an advert in your, that pay a certain amount, and that's normally like a pay per click, or they'll do it, they won't do it like a £30 a month or £50 a month. They'll do it more on how many views your blog gets and how many people click through. I used to have Mode, their ads on the top of my blog, but not on my new blog. So there's various different ways. There's also things you can advertise in the post, so you can use things like Google AdSense and also Amazon affiliates. That's another good one, and you can put them in your sidebar as well, or in your footer, or anywhere, or use them as banners. But you can also, if you're talking about a product, you can just put the Amazon link in, and then anything that, if somebody goes into that product and buys it, even if then they don't buy that product but they carry on searching and they buy another product the following day, you'll still get some commission on that as well. So Amazon affiliates is probably quite a good one to start getting into your blog, but it takes a whole heap of links to start making any money from it. So you might be lucky. A friend of mine put a book in one of her posts, and somebody bought a bed from going through the link to look at the book and then going on, they bought a bed and she got commission on a however many hundreds of pound bed. But realistically, you have to have a lot of links in there for some of them to get enough, you know, enough clicks to actually make it worthwhile. So I think that, I mean, I don't make money from it. I don't focus enough on it to make money. I prefer focusing on other areas, but there are some Amazon links on my blog, so, and there are also some on Live Love blog, so that's a way. What else have I got written down? Videos. So you can do videos for brands. So it might never hit your blog at all, but it might be that a brand want you to do a video, or they want you to star in a video that they're shooting, and that's another way to earn money. It might be that they want you to do a video and then embed it in a post on your blog, and that's fine, but make sure that you're charging extra for the video, because videos are, it's more effort, isn't it, than just doing a sponsored post. So you could write for another site. So you, there's some sites out there, some you might have a personal communication with someone that's not through a big agency or anything like that. They might just want you to guest post on their site, and they might be willing to pay you for that. You could and sell your services. So are you good at something? What do people want from you? So taking myself as an example, I could sell my services as a blogging coach or a mentor, or because I've done quite well with my blog in a short space of time and people look to me for advice. So you have to think, what do people look to you for, and is there a way to sell that service, to package it up so that people want to buy that service from you. So as a lead on from the services is products. So most bloggers that make money long term and larger amounts of money have products to sell. So this is the passive income, which is the kind of the oasis of bloggers. So instead of working all the hours, you know, beavering away on all these sponsored posts and keeping all the balls in the air, you create products that take a lot of effort to create, but then they sit on your blog and they sell and they sell and they sell, and apart from maybe the odd update every now and again, you don't have to do too much with them. They're passive income, and that's the goal for quite a lot of bloggers anyway, is that those products that could be passive income. So what products could they be? They could be e-courses, they could be e-books, they could be printables, so anything that you could download that's useful. So you might have a brilliant planner that you've designed for you. Well, why not just have that on your blog as a download and charge people for it? If you're gonna, you know, sometimes there's a balance. So I've given away a lot of free advice and free information, and that's how it should be. And I think you should still give away 80% of yourself for free, and then start charging for the 20%. So even things like, if you're a brilliant photographer, why not go out and take a load of photos, even landscapes or the sort of aspirational pictures, or do loads of flat lays of desks and lifestyle ones, and package them pictures up on your blog and sell them as a package of photos for not that much money, but copyright free. You can use all these pictures for however many pounds, or it's just something that tells people what you're about and offers them something that they can then purchase from you. So there's loads of things that you can be creative about. If you're a really talented designer, then design some, like, even invitations that people could fill in, and, you know, really nicely designed, stick them on your blog as a printable. You could give them as free for a lead magnet, which is how you get people on your mailing list, you know, give them something for free. But you could also have it as a paid for product. So it's always thinking about where are your skills and how you can package those skills up and that talent up and then sell it to people. Okay. The only other things, I know this is ticking on, so people get paid to go to events. So I've been paid to go to events, and quite often a day rate would be, this is not necessarily my day rate, but a day rate can be about £500. Some people say £500 plus travel, some people say a lot more than that, some people say a lot less than that. I'd say still the majority of events that you go to won't pay you to go, but there is a growing number of people that will pay you to attend their event, believe me. So that's worth bearing in mind too. And also, if you become an authority in something sort of blogging or social media in particular, or an aspect of blogging, then, or even about freelancing or empowering women or anything, then you can be paid to speak at events. So if someone asks you to speak at events, always say, well, yes, but this is my fee. Yeah, you might have to do the first few for free to get into the swing of it, and people to know that you're a safe bet, but then it's still a job, so don't undervalue yourself. You probably wouldn't work for free if someone asked you to do a sponsored post, so why should you speak for free necessarily? So those are a quick, let me just make sure I've covered them all, quick rundown of most of the ways that you can work for free, work and monetize your blog. So there's a quick rundown on most of the ways that you can earn from your blog. As I said, there'll be loads more that people have done that have been really successful. People like Joy Cho, she has she's a designer. Oh Joy is her blog. I mean, if anybody's not heard of it, and she's now got a range of household wear in Target in America, so and in loads of countries. So that's not to say that everyone's going to be like Joy, but you can still think of your skill and how you can harness that, and how that can start to transfer across, and how you can start to monetize that skill. So it's not all sponsored posts and adverts. Anyway, that's been Blog Fix Friday. If you've got a question that you'd like me to talk about, any area of blogging, then please let me know. I love to answer your questions, as well as mix them in with things that I've just decided that I will speak about. So I'll see you next week. Bye.